Hey everybody, Colton here, and I saw that the Star Wars Darth Maul Shadow Lord trailer dropped, as well as the Masters of the Universe trailer, so I thought we'd give both of those a watch. Might as well record myself doing it, right? Alright, let's give them a watch. We'll start with Maul Shadow Lord.
Times have changed. I will show you the galaxy for what it truly is. See things from a new perspective.
Is this what our future holds? Always running.
I invite you to look more closely.
What are we dealing with?
Good question. And I offer you an opportunity.
Maul.
Oh shit!
We have all been made to suffer. We survive, but do not live. The Emperor wants you dead. Chains can be broken.
Hang on!
And empires can be shattered.
Okay. You guys know I am not like I like Clone Wars, I like Rebels, but I'm not like one of the die-hard like Clone Wars Rebels type fans. I do love Sam Witwer's take on Darth Maul. Darth Maul, like those are the episodes of like Rebels and Clone Wars that I've seen the most is the Darth Maul episodes. I love the design of this, how it's more it's like more detailed, kind of like those Tales of the Jedi, Tales of the Sith, or Tales of the was it Tales of the Empire, not Tales of the Sith. You know those mini series that they did that were animated and kind of in the style of Clone Wars, but like dialed to 11. It's even more detailed. I'm so glad they're doing that with the Darth Maul series. Again, Sam Witwer sounds great. I love that where we're seeing him like fight Inquisitors. That looked like the Inquisitor armor that we saw in Ahsoka. So maybe that was like the actual Inquisitor who once wore that armor. Um, I think we saw the Inquisitor that eventually dies at the hands of Ahsoka in a Tales of the Jedi episode. It looks like Maul is like running his crime syndicate in the underbelly of Coruscant. These are things that, you know, Lucas kind of had planned for like his take on the sequel trilogy. Looks cool. I love when he cut the stormtroopers in half and we hear Duel of the Fates, you know, going back to when Darth Maul was cut in half during the Duel of the Fates with in episode 1. So very cool. I'm excited to see it. I think Darth Maul, he is a character that, you know, I really wish they had done a live action Obi-Wan movie trilogy. Bring back Darth Vader, but you also could have brought back Maul. And yes, you can bring back Maul for that because when he finds Obi-Wan in Rebels out in the desert right before A New Hope, there is nothing that says like it's set in stone that that was the first time they were seeing each other since Order 66. Yes, the implication when he says he lives, is that he survived Order 66 and now Maul gets to go kill him himself. Yes, but you could easily have done a Obi-Wan trilogy where Maul and Obi-Wan are fighting and like Maul gets yeeted to the side and Darth Vader and Obi-Wan start fighting and then Maul is left wondering if like he knows Vader's alive and he's wondering if Obi-Wan is alive and then Obi-Wan actually, you know, just booked it back to Tatooine and maybe Vader is kind of unsure if he killed him and Maul's like is he alive? I don't know. And that could have been the moment that he's referring to in Rebels. Would have worked great. But having said all that, Maul Shadow Lord looks dope. I'm excited to watch it. All right, now let's watch the Masters of the Universe trailer, shall we?
All that stuff that only exists in legends and bedtime stories. Talking tigers, spaceships, and magic swords that can make a man as mighty as a god. Where I come from, that stuff is real. Why did you send me away?
I wanted you to be safe. So I sent you to a place I knew that they'd never find you. There's...
This obsession with nerd stuff and sword things, it's not a good look for human resources.
I know it sounds crazy, but that sword is gonna show me the way home.
Sir, you can't do that.
Don't worry, the sword's mine.
Hang on, it's about to get weird.
No. Is that Idris Elba?
What am I supposed to do?
Was that Idris Elba?
Take the sword. You protect them.
That's how you do a fucking Masters of the Universe movie. Yes. Oh my God. That looks so good. It feels so, I'm sorry to make this comparison. It feels very Thor Ragnarok, like the mix of the spaceships, but also like the medieval vibe, which I know Masters of the Universe, you know, they've always done, have the spaceships and stuff, but also the castles and like robots, and it very cool. Looks good. You know me, okay, I'll be a little nitpicky. It does look a little direct to streaming, and that's a critique I've had of just all like major films and shows, specifically films being made now. They're being made in like a very digital, formulaic way that makes them look a little cheap. So I will have that little critique there. I do wish it looked a little more cinematic, but that's just my snobby little opinion there. It looks great. I'm not crazy about him having to be on Earth for any part of the movie. That's what they did like with the original movie. I wish they had just had the faith in themselves to just do a Masters of the Universe movie that didn't need to show Earth at all. But having said all that, I think it looks dope. I'm excited to see it. I've heard very, very good things about it. So hopefully it's great. It's very Thor, has a very Thor vibe to it. And that's okay, because Thor has a very He-Man vibe to it. So I think this movie could perform well. Skeletor looks pretty awesome. I mean, that's pretty accurate Skeletor. And I hope he sounds like, He-Man. That's what I'm wanting. And apparently Jared Leto's playing him, which is interesting. So I guess he's probably doing like the mocap for him, and also doing the voice, of course. I wonder if we'll see him at all, like with a flesh face. I don't know, probably not. Maybe. Anyway, looks cool. That looks great. Maul Shadow Lord looks great. Excited for both of these. All right, I need to get back to packing. As you guys know, I'm going on a little vacay. I'm going to be MIA for a little bit over at Screen Crush, but I have been banking some videos here for the channel, so I shouldn't be too MIA over here on the Colton channel. All right, love you guys. See you soon.